Today we're going to be learning about index numbers. Now you must be wondering, what are index numbers? Index numbers are a statistical measure of changes in a representative group of individual data points. So here we'll be talking about two parts. There are two parts to it, which is price value and base value.
Types of index numbers. The types of index numbers we will be focusing on today are the simple index, the simple aggregate index, and the Laspers index.
The simple aggregate index is a way of combining a group of items to form one index, and here is the formula. The formula can be used to solve it both ways, on Excel sheet and by handwritten. By handwriting it, this is the way to come to the solution for the simple aggregate index.
Take 80 plus 0.30, PT column, you add it up. Here, why don't I should I
Yeah, just go and explain it. Go for it.
explain it?
Yeah.
So here's an example of the simple aggregate index. So as you can see this chart here with the current compared to the base. So you add up the column of the current values, should be 80 plus 0.30. So that would give you 80.30 here. And then you divide it by the base, which would be 70 plus 0.20 here. And you multiply it by 100 because the base always has to be multiplied by 100. And that will give you your simple aggregate index of 114 decimal 30.
So
Always remember to round
Yeah.
to the first decimal spot. So instead of 114.38, it would be 114.4.
So just as the way it is done on paper, to solve for the simple index, we will be doing it on Excel as well, using the formulas. So in order to solve for both the years, we will take the numbers and divide the present value by the past value and multiply it by 100. Always remember to round by one decimal place. And now we will be moving on to simple index, and here is the formula.
The second index we're going to talk about is simple index. The definition is it's a measure of change in a variable over time, and the formula is simply the current price divided by the base price times it by 100. We have few numbers here, 2.2 and 1.5. So you take 2.2 and you divide it by 1.5 and you times it by 100 and you get 146.7.
So on the way to do it on Excel is we do the total of each column. So first we do the previous year by doing equal sum and then brackets. And then we add up all the values under that column. And so do we do the same for the next year as well, which is 2018 in this case. And after that, we will be dividing these two numbers, as you can see on the Excel sheet right here. And always remember to round, always, by one decimal place. So we're going to be taking these two numbers and dividing and round. Remember, the latest one always goes first, and then the base value goes after. Yep, and that's how we...
Third index number is this last period's price index. It's measuring the price development of the basket of goods and services consumed in the base period. The formula for it is the sum of the PT and QO divided by the sum of the PO and the QO, which is current price and base price and base quantity times 100.
So you take the sum of the current price times by the base quantity, and the sum of the base price times the base quantity by 100. So these are the sums here, and you divide them and multiply the base by 100, because you always have to multiply the base by 100, and it gives you 117.8. Okay.
So here's the list of the current price and the current quantity, and this is the list of the base price and base quantity. How we calculate last period's price index is we take the current price and the base quantity and you add them up, as well as you take the base price and the base quantity and you add them up and you get the sum total of it. And what do you do with that?
So now we will be doing the less periods index on the Excel sheet, as you can see right above in the on each value given in the 2014 and the 2018. We have labeled past value and past quantity, and the present value and the present quantity. So first, what we do is multiply the present value by the past quantity, the base quantity. We just multiply it and drag the column down, and that's how we get the rest of the values for that column. And on the other hand, we are going to be multiplying so on the other column we will be multiplying the the past value with the past quantity, and then we just drag down the column, and that's how we get the rest of the quantities, the numbers, and we do the sum in the end of each column. And after that, we take both the values, we divide and multiply it by 100, and just as so, take the first value and then the second one, divide it, multiply by 100, and then we round it up quickly to the last decimal place, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Citations will be in the description below.